Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to have y'all back. As you guys can see, we're in the cockpit of a beast, to say the least. This is that SVJ project that we were talking to you guys about. So this episode is jam-packed. The SVJ NOVITEC project. We got an update progress on Kim Kardashians Urus. We have a full MANSORY Cullinan. And then progress update on the Brabus 800 G63. So stay tuned. We got a fire episode for you guys. Back in the shop, you guys see the SVJ is put right behind us. We got a floor full of NOVITEC goodies. This is that SVJ project that we've been talking about, that's been cooking and brewing, but it's now here. So we're about to start the project. Again, bunch of NOVITEC goods. This car is going to be a complete NOVITEC car. This is the wheels. Got the coilover suspension springs. I love when we open up a box and we see the yellow springs. That means, you know, an exotic car is about to get lowered, so it's about to go down. Along with that, we have cat deletes by NOVITEC, as you guys can see. So we're deleting the cats. In this big boy right here, we got the muffler, we got the exhaust system, all NOVITEC. And then the box behind me is where all the carbon goods are at. The hood, front lip, bunch of intakes, so a lot of carbon parts, wheels, cat delete, suspension, exhaust, and then all the carbon NOVITEC parts that NOVITEC has to offer. We're about to start the project. This one is gonna give every SVJ out here a run for its money by far. Like, I confidently say that, and I'm not talking smack, but the truth is, when we're done with this, you guys will see what it is. We're gonna show you guys some of the BTS of while we're working on the car and assembling all these parts, but this one will be done shortly. You guys will definitely see what we're talking about. So this is the complete MANSORY Cullinan we were talking about. This is gonna be the feature of this episode, which you guys will see shortly right after this. But new Rolls-Royce Cullinan, complete MANSORY kit, MANSORY 24-inch forged monoblock wheels, lowered link suspension, custom coach line, as you guys saw in the episode. All the exterior trim was removed, painted black, and then naturally the exposed carbon fiber that MANSORY kits come with. But there's a lot of details in this vehicle. We see a lot of kits out there. Like, I've seen some finished MANSORY product, and I want to bring some to your guys' attention. So there's a little detail here on the rocker. It's an exposed carbon piece that goes all the way through. I've seen some of them done where they leave this thing like a rectangle and they just leave like a block of carbon. The way MANSORY has designed this thing, you know, it's like a half round, and then it's supposed to come and become like an arrow, so it's pointing forward. So it's all those little details that we pay attention to. The next thing is, when you run your finger across here, you will not feel the difference between the carbon and the paint. So we take pride behind the details and the little intricate work that we do, that I feel like separates us from everyone else. Again, this isn't really talking smack. I just want to bring to your guys' attention the little details and the way it's supposed to be done as a finished product. But all the carbon fibers exposed. We ran the emblems in two-tone, ran the custom coach line with the monogram initials, and then the date in honor of the client's grandfather. The car slammed, as you guys can see. Besides that, we also ran the carbon fiber quarter panel vents that go right next to the window molding, carbon fiber roof spoiler, carbon fiber trunk spoiler, and we also did run the entrance panels and pedals, so it's a complete Mansory build. We parked it right behind a stock Cullinan, which is a black badge. I mean, it's not completely stock because it is a black badge. Came with the factory orange coach line. What we did to this car is we lowered it and we ran spacers, so it looks super clean as is, but we wanted to park it right behind the factory stock Cullinan so you guys can ultimately see the significant difference between a stock car and then a Mansory Cullinan that's a wide body, obviously, with the fender attachments, lowered on 24-inch wheels opposed to the factory wheels, and then all the exposed carbon around the vehicle. So this will be a good comparison for you guys. We'll roll the tape. You guys will see both of them side by side to be able to see it, and then stay tuned for these details because they're about to be crazy. Back with an update for Kim Kardashian and her Urus. As you guys can see, the hood is all the way back to the way it was originally when we first delivered the car. It's back to two-tone, exposed carbon in the center, the custom paint on the sides. So this thing has already been polished. What's happening next is our tech is going to be installing all the mesh screens that go into the holes, and then this will be going transferred back into the vehicle. But as I wrap you guys around the car, most of everything is pretty much back. The doors are back on the car. The lower rockers are back with exposed carbon. And we're moving our way to the front. So we hung the 4 doors on the car, installed the windows, door panels, completed the doors. Now we're working. We got the doctor up here working on the fender. He has the right side fender on. He's working on the left fender. You guys will catch a little bit of the details that happens internally on the fender. And you know, everything gets installed right back. So to go back to the way it was, it's like doing 3 installations in one. You know, it doesn't consist of a one-time shot. So basically, it got put together as you guys saw, disassembled. We ran the stripes in the booth, shot the color, pulled it out, cleared it, and then cleared it multiple times. Now this is all the intricate and delicate work that happens, where it's all the mesh screens that get installed and silicone onto the fenders. Same thing with the front bumper and the hood, and then it gets back assembled, and then everything gets adjusted so all the lines flow properly. But you guys will catch the doc doing his thing with the mesh screens. And then if you guys wrap around on this side, you guys will see the right side fender is already on to the vehicle. The right side is pretty much almost complete. He's working on the left fender, and then it'll be the bumper and the hood, and then the final adjustment. So Kim will be back on the streets in no time. I want to say probably another 3-4 days worth of work, and then she'll be back stronger than ever. Hardest Urus on the street by far, for sure. And I mean, tell me if you guys seen another one that's like it. So this is the G800 project I was mentioning to you guys about. We've already started this project in the sense of the engine work is already done. I'm going to show you guys in a second, but it's a factory satin black G63 that's being transformed into a G800 complete Brabus car. With that said, wheels, suspension, exhaust, engine upgrades, the full aero kit. But we don't stop there with this project. This one is going to get a custom color change. So satin black is going to go out the window. We're in the process of speaking with the client, running some color samples, and he's choosing the color. The color on the exterior might be a turquoise. Yeah, you got that right, turquoise. So, you know, be on the lookout for this one. Besides the exterior color change, we're also going to be reupholstering the interior as well. So giant job. It's getting into the motion of being taken apart. So this will be taken apart shortly, like in a few days. You guys will see this thing. Next episode, I'll promise to show you guys this thing stripped up. But the engine portion is done. I'm going to show you guys in a quick second. So as you guys can see, the G800 portion is done. Parts got sent out to Brabus. They did their thing, shipped it back out. It's completed. We've already ran the suspension. We've already ran the exhaust. The quarter windows are pulled out. The rear tailgate windows pulled out. We're about to pull the front windshield out. And then we'll start tearing this thing all the way down to do a custom color change. Meanwhile, our paint department is running color samples. We're gonna ship it to our client in Texas so he approves of the color. But we're leaning towards turquoise, and I'll tell you where that turquoise is born from. The client also owns a Kryptos Rolls-Royce Wraith. So he loves the little turquoise accents that the Kryptos Wraith comes from. So this is gonna be a crazy project, full interior, full exterior. So be on the lookout for this. Engine work done, again, suspension done, exhaust done, all the parts are here. So you'll see this cracking very soon.